don't know how many times I've gotten a phone call that an air compressor is down and we have to go out there, we check it over, and it's just a plug cooler. The three parts that you'll be changing the most when it comes to air compressor maintenance is your air filter, oil filter, and your panel filters. Most brands are running about 2,000 hours before you change those. Your oil filters will clog up. Your air filters will definitely clog up. And the panel filters, most brands of compressors are using these days just a panel on the side, and once they get dirty, you're not allowing air to flow in there. An oil separator or an air oil separator is an item that needs changed once or twice a year. Typically, you only need to change it when you're changing the compressor oil. However, some warranties do require you change it 2 times per year. The oil separator on smaller machines is just a screw-on oil separator, and the larger machines will have a couple O-rings with them. Do not try to reuse those O-rings. They do flatten out, they do go bad, and it is imperative that you do replace the O-rings as well. Your compressor oil needs to be monitored by using oil sample analysis. Every major brand of compressor and oil has their own oil sample kits that you take the sample, you send them into a lab, and they'll send you a report back on your compressor oil. Typically, I would not go longer than a year on the same compressor oil. Some companies outsource air compressor maintenance to a third party, and some perform it in-house. There are items that even if you outsource your air compressor maintenance, needs to be handled by your personnel. I don't know how many times I've gotten a phone call that an air compressor is down and we have to go out there, we check it over, and it's just a plug cooler or it's just low on oil. Those are two things. Checking the compressor oil and blowing out the coolers is something that should be done weekly. If you're continually adding oil and you're trending this, you can see there's an oil carryover problem which needs to be addressed. Oil carryover could be a bad separator or a bad check valve, but your compressor oil is expensive, and if you are not catching this ahead of time, or someone is just adding oil, you're not going to see what's going on. So not only checking the oil, but trending what is added in there. And as far as blowing out the coolers, it's really easy to spend either the beginning of the week or the end of the week, 15-20 minutes blowing out the coolers. Because some of these air compressors are in very dirty environments and they can't go months between oil filter changes. They need the coolers cleaned out weekly or every other week, and just spending 15-20 minutes a week will drastically help the performance of your air compressor. In addition to the parts we talked about, the oil filters, the separator, the oil, the air filters, there's also some trending data you can check. We typically do this when we are doing service on an air compressor, is we will check and log the motor bearing temps, the fan bearing temps. And over the course of time, if you see those going up, you can pinpoint a problem before it becomes a breakdown. Also, we check the coupler, the insert, the shaft seal. Just a visual inspection of these things will help out. We also check and log the oil cooler and the after cooler temps, and you can see if there's a plug, if you're not getting the temperature differential across there. If there is a belt on the machine, always check the condition of the drive belt. Is it in good shape? If not, let's get some belts on order. Let's replace it in the near future. We always trend the load and unload points as well. Sometimes they get mistakenly changed and they didn't know what it was, and they're not seeing the air that they used to out on the plant. You can go look at the load and unload set points, and someone might think unloads at 105 and loads at 95, and well, no, it was higher in the past, and you can look at that, and it's just good data to have. Air compressors are also usually paired with an air dryer. And there's 2 types of air dryers: refrigerated air dryers and desiccant air dryers. As far as a refrigerated air dryer goes, there's not a ton of maintenance to be performed on these, but the same as your air compressor, the cooler, they will get plugged and then they will not dry the air as well. It won't cool. So what you really need to do is spend the same time you're blowing out the air compressor coolers, you can blow out your air dryer coolers. There's also usually a drain on these air dryers. Just check the operation. A lot of manufacturers will have you rebuild that drain once a year. If it's working, it's really up to your plant. But as far as refrigerated dryers go, blowing out the coolers, checking the drain, monitor the dew point. As far as desk-in air dryers go, there's also mufflers on those. There's a control air filter that those need changed usually once a year depending on the environment. And on either of the dryers, there should be a pre and a post filter on your dryer. With the pre and the post filter, what we typically do is recommend inspecting those at 6 months, inspecting those at 9 months, and changing them at 12 months. A lot of times they will last 1 year, depending on your environment. Sometimes they won't. So if you're at least checking those at 6 and 9 months, you can see what kind of condition they're in. And if they're all saturated or they're dirty, then it might as well just go ahead and replace them. And that pretty much covers what it takes to maintain your air compressor. I would say trending the data, staying on top of all your filter changes, blowing out the coolers is going to help your air compressor run much better and minimize your downtime. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below, or you can email us at sales@rasmec.com.